Under the lens of No Minor Vices, The Streets of San Francisco can be read as a study of erosion rather than explosion, a portrait of how ethical boundaries wear down through repetition, convenience, and fear. The show's episodic structure allows it to explore different variations of the same underlying problem: how individuals and institutions convince themselves that certain transgressions are too small to matter. Mike Stone's presence anchors the series in experience, his calm demeanor masking a deep awareness of how often he has seen small compromises metastasize into irreversible harm. Steve Heller's impatience, by contrast, injects the narrative with urgency, reminding the audience that time itself can be an accomplice. Their interactions often carry more weight than the crimes they investigate, because they embody two responses to systemic decay: endurance and resistance. The series' restrained pacing invites the viewer to sit with discomfort, to notice how easily rationalizations slip into dialogue, how frequently characters frame unethical actions as necessary evils. I recall being particularly affected by how often the perpetrators are not driven by malice, but by fear, ambition, or the desire to maintain appearances, motivations that feel uncomfortably familiar. The streets of San Francisco are shown not as battlegrounds, but as everyday spaces where moral decisions are made quietly, reinforcing the idea that vice thrives in normality. Compared to more sensational crime dramas, this series feels almost philosophical, less interested in punishment than in exposure. It does not argue that the law can solve everything, but it insists that refusing to confront small wrongs guarantees larger failures. The absence of exaggerated heroism makes the characters more credible and the themes more unsettling, because it suggests that anyone could slide into complicity under the right conditions. No Minor Vices thus becomes a statement about civic responsibility, a reminder that society is shaped less by extraordinary events than by ordinary tolerances. The show's enduring relevance lies in its refusal to comfort the viewer with clear villains or easy resolutions, instead offering a sustained meditation on accountability that feels as urgent now as it did in the early 1970s. By the end, The Streets of San Francisco leaves the impression that justice is not a destination, but a continuous effort, one that demands attention to the smallest details because those details, when ignored, are precisely where the greatest dangers take root.